All right, what we're going to be using today for fishing line is our Matrix Mono. Either the 14 or 17 is fine. I like mono when it comes to the redfish. You know, a lot of people use braid. That's fine also. I've just been using mono my whole life, and there's a big difference between mono and braid, getting used to it. These redfish are pretty big, so I bumped it up to the 17-pound. Spooled both of these reels with it. We're going to be using the Matrix Craw. This is probably our favorite redfish bait, especially when we're sight fishing. This does a really good job of rigging it weedless. You put it on a swim bait hook that we carry. You just corkscrew it on, and then you can simply put it's hollow right here, so the hook goes right through it, and then you can even skin hook it there to hide the tip of the hook if you're in a lot of heavy vegetation. And we're going to beef it up to our medium heavies, our bigger, heavier rods. We're going to put the medium lights down, which is what we typically use for speckled trout, especially when we're bouncing plastics off the bottom. But here in this real grassy marsh, we want to beef it up to try to horse those reds and keep them out of that hard vegetation. The deeper they get into that grass, the harder it is to land them. So we geared up now, and we're going to go after them.
DockSide, light this bitch up.
There's 3 of them right there. And that's how you double up. I got them both still. Alright, just landed this beautiful slot red. What we're going to be doing today, sight fishing weedless baits with our weedless hook. We're using some Matrix Craws. Trying to sight fish today, but as you can see, it is socked in clouds, so that's going to be pretty hard. It's calling for these clouds to lift a little bit later. If they don't, we're just going to have to make the best of it. Show you some tricks on how to use the Craw whenever you have socked in clouds or when you get gaps of sunshine intervals. So stay tuned. See if we can put a few more of these bad boys in the boat like this first one of the day here. Here come 2 right here. 3. There's 3 of them right there. Let's see if I can see another one. Oh, here comes another one right here. And that's how you double up. I don't know if I still got the other one on. Oh, there's 4, 5. There's 7 or 8 fish right here. I got them both still. That's why I like to keep 2 poles next to me when I'm by myself, is because they will get in schools. Put this one in the pole holder. There was a lot of fish right there. Oh, that line just went limp. I don't know if that one got off. Maybe. I got one. Let's see if this other one's still on. Nope, that one got off. Using that Chinese Bandit matrix crawl, there was like 7, 8 reds come up right there. I knew there was a lot of them for me to be able to see them that easily. And this super cloudy, ridiculous weather we got right now. It's supposed to be sunny today. Let's get a look at the one we did land. Oh, beautiful slots. These are all running. That whole school there was between 5 and 7 pounders. That was pretty awesome. I mean, those suckers, it was a pretty good school there. We could have tripled, quadrupled up if I had enough rods for it. So I put this one in the well. Barbecue tonight. Put that pole in the pole holder there. Get it ready in case I see that school again. Get your hooks all ready. Almost had a double there. It's pretty hard to do, but when you got a school like that, I think that's why I like to keep another pole right there. It really gives you an opportunity to double up. You know, if I had bluebird skies and I knew we were going to catch a ton no matter what, I probably wouldn't worry about it. But this is pretty adverse conditions for doing this. So if I do happen to see a pocket of them, I want to try to catch 2. A lot of times, 8 out of 10 times, when you see one, you might go 30 minutes without seeing a fish. When you see one, you're going to see more than one. What I'm doing right now is we got a patch. Oh, slow down, slow down. A little push there. Could have been a sheephead. I didn't see that one. But we got a patch of clear, you know, light vegetation right here on the bank. And it's extremely vegetated towards the middle. And a lot of times this creates just like a little interstate for them, and they'll use the bank really hard. You might pull into the pond and think it's totally grass over, but the bank actually has a nice channel in it, and that's where they're hanging out, and that's what's going on right now. Another good red here. Another nice red we just got here. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and let this one go. Right here, one of the bigger ones of the day. All right, little buddy, see you later. Just got another one, another nice one there on the Chinese Bandit. This is one of my favorite ones. This thing really looks electric in the water. Got some crab-like colors to it, and that's what we're really trying to mimic here. I know this is a crawfish, but we're trying to make it look like a crab, and that's what it looks like in the water. Now the reel we're using today is the Fitzgerald VLD. This is an 8-to-1. Speed is very important with all styles of fishing we do out here, especially this sight fishing the reds. When you pitch on that red and you hit him, if he runs straight at the boat, you want to be able to keep that slack up, reeling in very fast, and that way you can keep that tension on the hook in his mouth, you know, because a lot of times you hit that fish, he comes running right at you, and that way when you reel it real fast, you can keep that pressure on him. So 8-to-1, very important, medium heavy rod, and then Fitzgerald Baitcaster's doing the job today. Finally getting a little bit of sunlight. I figured them clouds would break any minute now, and There they go. They're starting to break up. We should be able to see the redfish a little bit better. And one of my biggest tips here is if you've been red fishing a good bit, you got a couple ponds that are, you know where the reds are, you got your favorite pond. If you come out and that sun's not up, you come out a little early or that sun's not up right, or there's a lot of cloud cover like we had this morning, do not go to your best pond right out the gate. Save that for the most optimal conditions. Save that for whenever the sun's high and bright. You know, so that's what we did today. Yesterday we had a really sunny day, and I think we're going to end up getting that today. But yesterday we had a really sunny day. Them big slots were floating super high, and I didn't want to go in there right out the gate as we had all that cloud cover. I'm going to save that for on the way home. We came into some other ponds, and I figured have a few fish, but just kind of save that for whenever the conditions get right, and we'll just poke around and look around at some other things until the conditions get perfect. Another beauty. Another beauty. Be gentle with this one. I'm gonna let this one go. And look how orange and beautiful this fish is. Totally awesome fish. See that grass right there? We've really found some good grass now. What you really want to look for, again on that Chinese bandit, which has just been devastating today, what you really want to look for is what we call snot grass. And the more neon green it is, the better it is. And it really filters the water whenever you see it growing to the surface, and it's like a lime green, and that's what we're seeing today. Water's getting really good looking in here. Sun's out, and it's just been a really awesome day considering how funky the conditions were to start. We're just tattooing these fish. Let's go ahead and let this one go. Just want to let him swim out of your hands whenever he's good and ready. There he goes. Whew, let's get another one. There he is right here. Right here, right here. I had to talk that one into biting. I had to talk that one in. And he jumped on it, baby. Jumped on it. I mean, these are some tanks out here today. Studs, baby, studs. It's a good 7-pounder here. Good 7-pounder right here. There we go. Big chunk. Big old chunk. That might be an 8-pounder. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hope you enjoyed this episode here using a Matrix Craw. That Chinese bandit's definitely going to be in this month's bait box. Also put a coupon in there for that Fitzgerald reel, that 8-to-1 we've been using. You can get a slower gear ratio if you like. We offer that also. but today we're using that 8-to-1. We might also put some matrix mono in there, depending on how much of that we have. We use the 17-pound all day today on our heavy, medium heavy rods. Just an excellent day on the water. Sun's starting to come out. Fish are floating high. Just a great, great day. We're gonna go ahead and end it on this. This is a toad here, guys. This is for sure an 8-pound fish. This is a good one. So, look, summertime, sunshine, getting these duck ponds. Doesn't matter where you fish. Venice, Delacroix, Point LaHash, Hopedale, Wrigley's, you know, Bybee Avenue, Proctor's Point, going down towards Grand Isle, Golden Meadow, Lafitte, all the way to Houma, Cocodrie. This is one of the most entertaining things Louisiana has to offer. There's nowhere else in the world that has what we have here in Louisiana when it comes to sight fishing these bronze, beautiful redfish like this right here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to the bait box. Get your hands on all them products we use today. And until next time, guys, good fishing. Excuse me.